Hello, and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. I'm here to do the Virgo general love reading for March 2021. Hello, my lovely Virgos, how are you? So this is for Virgo in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Cross watchers are also very welcome. This is going to be a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate for every Virgo out there, but I do hope it resonates for you or you find it useful or enjoyable in some way. So it being a general love reading, you might find that some parts resonate and others don't so much. So just take what does resonate for you. And if it's just not your message today, it's just not your message. And you can always check out your other placements. So Virgo, thank you so much for all your support so far. I really appreciate it. You're absolutely amazing, Virgo. And please do leave me a comment on this video if it does resonate, or you just enjoy it. I love to hear from you guys. And subscribe to the channel. That'd be wonderful. And don't forget to hit like, because I'm going to be doing another bonus love reading for whichever sign gets the most likes this month again. So far this year, we had you guys in Virgo in January that got it, and then Taurus got it last month. So big love for my earth signs. But yes, hit like again, you might get it for another time already. So let's do it. I'm going to get some general messages for you first, Virgo, and then we'll go into a full spread. Oh, hello. Ten of Pentacles flipping over. That's very positive. So for my Virgos, please, what's going on in love for Virgo in March 2021? Oh, happy spring equinox, by the way. So happy for spring to be coming in. So can we get some messages for Virgo, please? Okay. Get a few more. I did actually just see the Hermit. It tried to flip, but it wasn't strong enough. So that is your energy, though, Virgo, that would have otherwise come out with the Emperor. So that is interesting. But I'm just going to take the cards that are strong enough to actually come out. So we get some more for, there you go. We get a couple more for Virgo, please. Thank you. Let's see what's going on. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so first of all, we had the Emperor, as I said. So Aries energy, that is very large and in charge, I just heard. Real boss energy. Could be looking at a bit of a leveling up here as well. Because then what came out kind of all together, we have the Knight of Wands, Death card of Scorpio, and the Three of Cups. So look, when I see the Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups, this is, to me, it can be someone who is all about the passion, all about flirtation, fun, you know, excitement, happiness, but also very light-hearted. And you know, if anything gets too serious, they Knight of Wands it back out of there again. So yeah, it can be a little bit of a player energy, especially combined with this Three of Cups. But it's interesting to me that then we have the Death card come out in the mix of all of that. So could talk about actually a transformation in a connection where someone has had that kind of behavior. Maybe they are actually leveling up with this Emperor and actually becoming more serious, kind of growing up a little bit as well. So let's see. It could also be that something has come to an end with someone who, you know, this Death card is also an element of revealing the truth about someone, you know, finding out or, you know, revealing something that was hidden that causes an ending. So perhaps there was someone who was, you know, in your energy, Virgo, who was behaving like this, things have come to an end. But if that is the case, then I feel like this Emperor is perhaps someone new who's actually going to be coming in very different energy to what you've dealt with before, in terms of actually serious, you know, like a lead, someone like a leader that you can actually rely on. Now we are actually just about to enter Aries season. I should know, it's either today or tomorrow, but anyway. But so this could be that energy of, but you know, the Knight of Wands is fire as well. So could just be someone actually, you know, taking charge, as I said, a bit of a leveling up. Because yeah, this Death card can talk about an ego death as well. So it could be someone who was very much focused on their ego and you know, the attention of multiple, you know, like light-hearted connections, and that's kind of something that they have been changing and dealing with, and that's that period, you know, of their own sense of self is coming to an end, and they're actually embracing this more serious energy with the Emperor. But anyway, now this could be you as well, Virgo. Obviously, everything I'm saying, reverse the roles as it resonates for you, so you'll know, of course. Now we also have the Queen of Wands, more fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a lot of fire so far, and the Star. So this is Aquarius energy. So this Queen of Wands is very passionate, very attractive. I mean, it could be that we're looking at here that someone was a little bit of a player, a little bit of dabbling in multiple people, if you like, or, you know, just keeping things very light. And then this Queen of Wands is completely different. She's like so magnetic, so sexy, so incredible. She kind of, I feel like looking at her next to this Three of Cups, she kind of stands head and shoulders above any competition. It could be that this is the kind of someone who is maybe someone's actually deciding to change their ways, and there's some sort of transformation to they're actually getting more serious because this person is so incredible. But this Queen of Wands is also talking about kind of confidence and sense of self-worth. Now, this could be you, Virgo, that you're kind of really regaining your own sense of self-worth. Now, you have been hoping that things could get better, things can improve, but with this Star card, kind of keep remaining hopeful, but also kind of not dulling your shine, or kind of losing your sense of self-confidence, which could also be causing, maybe if someone you were dealing with was quite inconsistent, it could be causing them to actually go through some sort of change to actually get more serious, because you haven't, they admire you greatly and they're very attracted to you with that Queen of Wands. So let's get some clarification. Okay, just quickly at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Swords. That is talking about moving forward, away from conflict, challenges, issues and kind of moving on to clearer, calmer waters. Now, again, that could be with someone new, or it could be there's actually going to be a shift and a change, even just like you can feel maybe some sort of pressure lifting, I'm getting as well. So let's clarify. So why is the Emperor here for my Virgos? Why is the Emperor here, please? The Hanged Man. Okay, Pisces energy. Interesting. Can I get another one, please, for the Emperor? For Virgo, why is the Emperor here? Wow. The Sun. This is major arcana here, guys. But this is more fire energy. I mean, it can be Leo, but for me it's mainly about the Sun, but more fire. The Hanged Man is Pisces, if I didn't say it already. But yeah, this is interesting. To clarify the Emperor, I feel like the Hanged Man is talking about someone who may have gone through some sort of how can I put this? Like they've maybe seeing things from a different perspective. It's kind of the Hanged Man. I'm just going to pick these up. It's just interesting for me that both the Emperor and the Hanged Man here have very kind of pensive, not pensive, that's the wrong word, stoic expressions is kind of what I want to say. Kind of like very slow to action, interestingly, I'm getting, but a little bit like reserved. So it could be somebody new, or it could have been this. If this was this person who was inconsistent in the past, they may have had a bit of a timeout and seen things from a different perspective. Now with the Sun as well, this is definitely, I mean, with the Emperor and the Sun, this is someone who has a bit of an ego, definitely, can be perhaps a little bit arrogant, but also kind of stands out as well. I'm getting there could have been a little bit of an ego clash going on here with what I'm seeing so far. There's a very strong feminine and strong masculine, but both very much standing in their power. And I feel like potentially because of that, the Emperor, the masculine, has had to potentially see things, try and see things from a different perspective, maybe reconsider things is what I'm getting as well. So why is this Knight of Wands here, please? Oh, hello. Yep. Okay. So the Knight of Wands came out with the Two of Pentacles. So that is certainly juggling. I feel like whoever was in this Knight of Wands energy in the past was definitely juggling more than one option with that Three of Cups, as I said. that has either changed or is over, because that juggling, that inconsistency was causing a lot of anxiety, maybe for both of you, Virgo. But a lot of, worrying back and forth. I mean, both of these cards also talk about needing to make some sort of decision. So it could have been that there was nothing actually serious and set in stone between the two of you. But this person just wasn't making a decision, kept going back and forth potentially about, whether they were in this, whether they were all in about this or not. And hence maybe they needed to take like a pause, time out to really consider this. Why is this Death card here, please? For Scorpio. Obviously that is your energy as well, Scorpio, I should mention. Why is the Death card here? The Two of Swords now, wow. Okay. So that's, I mean, again, more indecision. Definitely, this person needed to make a choice, and I feel like their lack of making a decision may have meant something that came to an end. It's kind of, I'm just kind of seeing someone who just refused to commit to something, to actually make a choice, to, they were just all about keeping their options open, and like what a combination. Their refusal to make some sort of decision may have kind of brought the connection to an end. So why is, or a seeming end, if you like, why is the Three of Cups here, please, finally, for Scorpio? Thank you. Yeah, competition, Five of Wands. Too many people in the mix. Absolutely. There was, I feel like, competition for this person's attention. They felt very conflicted, obviously, about maybe in which direction to go and that kind of thing. So it could have also been, I'm getting like friends, this is just a side note for some of you, friends may have been getting involved, maybe, how can I put it, like putting their influence into this person, you don't need to make a decision, just keep your options open, that kind of thing, like kind of external influence potentially from friends was part of causing some sort of conflict in the connection with you, Virgo. So why is the Queen of Wands here, please, for Virgo? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Thank you. Oh, hello. Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning in love. So interesting. It could be that someone has really messed up and actually it is over because of how they were behaving, their lack of decision, but you are experiencing some sort of new beginning in love. Or for some of you, this could, obviously this, I mean, I was going to say this could be more for my male Virgos, but, gender is irrelevant when it comes to tarot. It's just energies. But it could be that for some of you were dealing with someone like this, who just did not want to make a decision about their options. And now we have this Queen of Wands character entering enters the chat, which is actually a beautiful new beginning in love, which is going to be coming to the table this month. For others of you, though, I feel like you have, if you're resonating more with the Queen of Wands, you have kept your sense of self-worth, self-esteem. You have just kind of like, well, I'm not going to chase this person in their indecision, and I know how my worth, as I keep saying, taking your power back, and as a result now you do have a beautiful new beginning in love coming. It could be some sort of wish fulfillment with that star as well. Let me get a clarification for the star, please. Why is the star here? Star is also like healing, though, someone wanting to make things better. Let's see, why is the star? Wow. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have the Empress. This is the first time this has happened actually in this month, Virgo. So we've got the divine counterparts, the Emperor and the Empress. So whoever is coming through as this Emperor here, now whether that is this person in the past who, has gone through some sort of change, has taken a time out to really do some thinking, but they, with this Queen of Wands and the Star combination, I feel like potentially this is you, Virgo. I'm going to describe it as that, but if you're resonating more on the other side of the story, you'll know. But I mean, in terms of a combination as well, I have to say, this is like looking at someone and thinking they are absolutely incredible. As I said, head and shoulders above the rest, the competition, the really incomparable. And look, as a combination and then clarified by the Empress as well. My goodness, this person has you up on a pedestal, Virgo. It's like the epitome of the most incredible feminine energy coming through here. Just an absolute, like, a star. Like, they think you're a star. Like, you know, maybe even in some sort of spotlight or gets a lot of attention or that kind of thing. But just absolutely incredible. And for the Emperor, this is their perfect counterpart. So there is going to be this beautiful new beginning in love. That's absolutely gorgeous. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck now, I just picked it up again, is the Judgment card. So look, for some of you, this is going to be this person in the past who could not make a decision. And, you know, there was a lot of mental conflict and maybe other people putting their 2 cents in, which wasn't helping, and they were inconsistent. But I do feel like that behavior is coming to an end. There is transformation coming in after some sort of time of maybe even a spiritual awakening or a rethinking about something. And now there is a massive Judgment Day kind of decisive moment happening here. And this is also talking about making a big decision. It can also be about resurrection of a connection as well. So for some of you, this is all going to be about one person who is actually making a choice because no one compares to you, Virgo. So let me go into your spread and we'll get more information. So with the spread, I'm going to be asking 12 questions for you about you and your person of interest. I think I said already, but of course, if what I'm saying about one person, for you it resonates more the other way around, you can just flip the roles. That's absolutely fine. So for my Virgos, please, with the top 12 cards. Get the spread for Virgo. What's going on for them in love this month? For Virgo in love in March 2021. Wow, the Sun again. Oh, this is good. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Virgo, there you are. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All right, interesting. So, oh, I wasn't expecting to see that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords. So this is very painful and heartbreak, heartache. Can also talk about third-party scenarios sometimes, but not necessarily. It's more just, but I'm saying that straight off the bat because of that kind of essence of the 3 of Cups and, you know, all that 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles kind of juggling and indecision about a choice in love. So for some of you, maybe that was an element, but certainly it's really feeling extremely hurt and betrayed and a lot of heartache. Wow. So behind that we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So this could have been talking about someone who needed to make some sort of decision about whether to stay in a commitment or whether to go into a commitment, because as we were saying, there was that kind of Knight of Wands energy, so which is very inconsistent, and they're now, you know, leveling up to potentially the Emperor because they think of you as the Empress, Virgo. So the Hierophant can talk about, you know, doing things more traditionally, wanting something stable. Certainly can be leveling up of a connection as well, like becoming a committed partnership, that kind of thing. Let's see what's going on. Whoa. And behind that, we've got the 2 of Cups. Wow. So this is absolutely incredible. I'm just a bit taken aback. I also just noticed how there's these beautiful kind of angelic wings coming out from the back of the lion's head and the back of the Hierophant's head as well, which I hadn't noticed before, but it just struck me for a second. So this, I'm just, you know, saying that because of also the Emperor and the Empress as well, this is like divine counterparts. This is like an element of divine intervention, I feel, already in this connection, Virgo. The Two of Cups for me is a soulmate card, absolutely. It's indication of how strong the connection is between the two of you. Now, as someone commented on one of my other videos, and I absolutely agree, just because they are a soulmate doesn't mean you have to be with them, of course not. But it's someone that you have a very strong connection with, and like your souls are connected for one reason or another, and you know, sometimes that is to, you know, go on some sort of journey, a spiritual journey, and learn something. Sometimes it's because that is the person you're supposed to be with. You know, we have to see as we go, kind of thing. But there is, I feel also this sense of heartache, potentially because the connection was so strong, but there was potentially a lack of doing things in a traditional manner in the past. So let's see, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, this is kind of wanting to hold on to something, but also holding back at the same time. It's kind of feeling not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to give too much as well, being a little bit, what's the word, kind of like miserly. This is the Four of Pentacles is the miser of the deck. So this could have been someone who didn't want to share their kind of resources as well, like potentially maybe that was a concern in terms of settling down, maybe an issue with finances or something like that. Let's see. Oh goodness, now we've got the Two of Pentacles again. So, I mean, as I said a moment ago, that I felt that was kind of like a juggling energy going back and forth. So, I mean, if it's nothing to do with what I was saying about finances, it could, for some of you, it's going to be the fact that this person couldn't make up their mind, but they didn't want to lose you at the same time. It's kind of like trying to have their cake and eat it too. It's like trying to juggle you between you and somebody else, hence the heartache, but also, you know, because they want to hold on to you, but they're also not willing to actually completely open up to this. Oh wow, I've got more. Look at all these pentacles. Now we have the Three of Pentacles, 4, 2 and 3 of Pentacles. I mean, the Three of Pentacles isn't really a third-party energy card for me in this deck, but we have got the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. I have to say there could have, and again, I've already said about going back and forth. So this could very much, for some of you, have been about a third-party situation. But for others, I'm also getting a sense of kind of planning, strategizing, and also, again, kind of with the involvement of friends or family. Kind of, you see how in this card it's not really a couple that are making plans together. It's actually someone with their colleagues, or, you know, even at work, making some sort of plan. So, but again, it could have been something to do with finances being a little bit of an issue, because with all these pentacles I'm seeing here, maybe someone was going back and forth about making a decision with you because of something that was going on in their career, or that they were trying to work on and build, where they didn't want to actually share with you. If that makes any sense, I hope it does. So can we get your next layer, please, Virgo, and then I'll go through everything. So let me clarify with the top 12 cards. Oh, interesting, the Hangman just fell on the floor briefly there. So can we clarify with the top 12 cards, please, for Virgo, what is already laid out? Virgo. What is going on for Virgo in love? Please clarify what is already laid out with the top 12 cards. Okay. Interesting. I'm just going to say now, you feel about them the Nine of Wands, and they see you as the Nine of Wands. So that is fair enough. Okay, interesting. There's the Queen of Pentacles for a second time, Virgo. So many pentacles. Oh, wow. Eight of Cups, clarifying the Eight of Cups. Okay. Wow, strong Sagittarius. Wow, strong Sagittarius energy. I was just saying that, and then the Temperance card came out for a second time. Wow, okay. So, oh, beautiful. I mean, the bottom of the deck now, we've got the Ace of Cups. So we saw this briefly at the beginning. A beautiful new beginning in love, a new opportunity coming in. I have to say, for some of you, this is going to be someone new, and kind of what I'm seeing here with this past person, I feel like they may have screwed it up with their lack of decision, but I don't want to give it all away, so let's carry on. I could be wrong, but this is a gorgeous new beginning in love. So let's see. Now, okay, so behind that we've got the Five of Swords. So that is issues with communication and like silent treatment. Kind of could be someone also saying something very blunt, very harsh with their words, wanting to win some sort of verbal disagreement at all costs, and really causing the other person a lot of hurt. Let's see what is going on. And then we've got the Fool, which is, you know, taking a leap of faith and a risk on something new. So this is what I'm seeing. It's almost like there may have been an opportunity with someone, like this past person who was, you know, inconsistent and juggling and all that. And, you know, maybe there was a beautiful opportunity for a new beginning in love, but they, you know, there hasn't been clear communication, or there's been some sort of harsh words expressed. And that is maybe causing you, Virgo, to go in a new direction, focus on a new path, wanting to go off, on a new journey. Like, or the other thing is that this Ace of Cups and the Fool is all about this new beginning, and a new person coming in who is more reliable and who's seeing you as that kind of Empress and really seeing your worth and your value. But it could be that you're still thinking about this person who there has been no communication with, is kind of what I'm getting as well. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. There you go. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I have to say we have on the spread as well, we've got the King of Wands already. But this Queen of Wands, I've described her as well already. She's very passionate, very attractive, and she really knows her worth. So I definitely feel like whoever this new beginning that you're considering taking, Virgo, or new journey, is really seeing you as absolutely amazing. They just can't get over how incredible you are. Yeah, they're obsessed. We've got the Devil card next, so that is card of Capricorn. So this is really, this is also like temptation as well, I have to say. And with this combination, this is very, you know, temptress kind of energy. So let's see what's going on. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Cups. So we've got two queens here. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I have to be honest, in terms of what I'm seeing here, Virgo, I feel like someone you're dealing with, you were dealing with, was juggling between you and somebody else. Someone was resonating as this Queen of Wands, and someone resonating more as the Queen of Cups. Now, to be honest, I feel like you coming through as the Queen of Wands here, very because, you know, you are also that kind of star, the Empress, and you are having this new beginning in love. I don't know if it's going to be with this person who couldn't make their mind up between you and the Queen of Cups, to be honest, because, yeah, for me, this is talking about temptation, also someone's toxic, like toxicity and being led down the wrong path as well with the Devil, and, you know, their inability to kind of what's the word, inability to, how do I describe this, to kind of avoid temptation has caused chaos and destruction in their life. And I feel like you are kind of knowing just how special you are, and you're kind of even though it's still on your mind, absolutely, you are ready for a new beginning. So this is going to be tricky. How you feel about your person, Virgo. So we've got that Sun card energy, which is, now you'll know obviously if this is the new person or the previous person, but the Sun is beautiful. It's illumination, it's abundance, it's joyous. It's really positive. So you could feel, I mean, it's also very nurturing as well. But combined with this Nine of Wands, this is, you know, a wall being put up, very guarded, a lot of red flags. Also, with this particular Nine of Wands, it can talk about persevering, knowing that there are red flags, but wanting to persevere anyway. So maybe this is feeling like, look, I know that, you know, there are signs that there are issues with, you know, this person has to resolve, but not wanting to give up, wanting to persevere anyway, but a little bit guarded at the same time. But I understand why you would want to persevere, because if you feel like the sun about them, you really feel like they are your happiness, they are what, you know, lights up your heart. So how they feel about you, Virgo, is the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So very interesting. They feel like they are trying to decide whether to continue basically investing, or you're trying to decide whether to continue investing in this or to have a whole new beginning. This is why I'm getting this kind of like dual energy coming through. So, I mean, this Seven of Pentacles is talking about reflecting on, especially two people here, everything we've put in, the effort and investment we've put in so far. Are we getting a, you know, a good return on this situation? Should we continue investing, or should we kind of basically call it a day, burn the thing to the ground kind of thing, and start fresh? Now that could be start fresh together or separately. It's kind of, this is the energy of, but I feel like you here definitely would be voting to continue putting hard work and effort into it, because you feel like they are your happiness. But for them, they feel like maybe you need to decide, or they need to decide about whether to continue doing this. Let's see. So how they're seeing you as that Nine of Wands. So I would say wounded by some sort of, you know, experience that's happened with them, and combined with the Tower. I mean, this is some sort of destruction, upheaval that's happened in the connection. It could be something shocking that's come to light, and maybe again could be talking about that Three of Swords, could be a third party, I don't know, but there's something horrendous that has occurred. Maybe it's been a huge argument as well, I would say, for some of you, that has caused the two of you to kind of be thrown from the foundation you thought you had built up together. And they see that you, as a result, you are, you know, wounded by this, whatever has happened. But also they're seeing you as not giving up, though. So it's kind of like they see that they've hurt you, that there has been, or that maybe not that they've hurt you, but there's been hurt and pain in this connection. And they see that you are still wanting to persevere, but you are wounded from the experience. I don't know, actually, to be honest, if it's, there may have been mutual hurt, if that makes sense. I'm not kind of seeing as such that one person hurt the other one so far on the spread, I have to be honest, but you'll know what happened in your connection. I'm not assigning blame, I'm just trying to talk about yeah, what I can see from the cards. Anyway, so what happened in the past is we have the Seven of Pentacles again. So that's still how they feel about you now, but there was there in the past as well, and this Queen of Pentacles. So that's your energy, Virgo, 100%. So this Queen of Pentacles, apart from the fact that it's talking about you, is also about commitment, about, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, apart from being the earth signs, is the wife material, you know, queen of the deck. She is worth settling down with. She is, you know, 100% worth, she's commitment material, absolutely. And she's someone who loves the stability and reliability of like a proper, serious connection, you know, even having a home together, having a family together, that kind of thing. But the Seven of Pentacles, again, is telling me that there was reflection on the commitment. I want to say the how stable the commitment was, and maybe whether we can take it to the next level. And really, you know, looking again at what has been invested so far, and whether, you know, you're kind of getting a good return on your investment, was the energy in the past. Now, interestingly, the current mutual energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So It's funny for me because look at this, it's almost identical, but the only difference is the progression from the 7 to the 8. So in the past, we were like, should we do this? And in the current mutual energy is, yes, we're going to put the hard work in. That's one side of it. But the thing that troubles me is that your person, Virgo, is still in the past energy. So with the current mutual energy, here you are again, and the 8 of Pentacles, is really putting hard work and effort into building something. This is the whole point of this 8 of Pentacles, is it is hard work. It's needing dogged determination. The woman here is crying because these pentacles are made of thorns, so it's not easy work. Her hands are all cut and bloodied. Obviously, metaphorically, there is pain, sweat and tears to get through potentially a difficult patch, but like putting the work in because it's going to be worth it in the long run is the current energy. And now this can also talk about focusing more on work as well. I say that because if your person is still feeling like the 7 of Pentacles, it does suggest that maybe this isn't mutual in terms of 8 of Pentacles. The fact that it's come out with you as well, Virgo, I'm almost getting the sense that you're not giving up, that you are still putting the hard work and effort in. I don't know about your person though. Let's see. There's such a different vibe that I'm getting from the original cards that came out in the general messages. So this could be for a different group of Virgos. So just, as I said at the very start, take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Now, what your person wishes would happen in the connection, Virgo, is the 8 of Cups twice. So I'm going to be frank because I have to I'm not going to tell you something that I don't see, because it's all about whether to continue investing or not, right? Is the theme that we've seen so far. You definitely want to, from what I can see. But what your person wishes would happen in the connection is to walk away. But it doesn't have to be permanently. It may be that they need to take some sort of breather to do some soul searching as well. The 8 of Cups character is actually walking off into the mountains to become the hermit, to spend some time alone. Obviously the hermit being Virgo energy, funnily enough. So, I mean, I was saying that maybe they feel like you might need to take some, that's very interesting if that is the case, but maybe for some of them they feel like you need to take some time away because you're putting so much hard work into this, but maybe they feel like you need to. It's a very weird message. All I'm getting is that someone might be saying, maybe take some, get some time and space and distance and see if you still want to put the hard work into it when you come back. It's not going to be for everyone, but I don't know. If someone said that to you, then please let me know in the comments. But otherwise, it is talking about kind of turning their back on the emotions that are involved in this connection and walking away. Now, it could also be it could also talk about leaving things that haven't worked in the past. Now, that doesn't mean they actually want to give up on the connection. It may just be, needing to walk away from things that are no longer serving them or serving the connection, and that could even be this kind of juggling energy that we saw at the beginning. But let me get some more, because I'm the same card twice, so I want to get some more information for you. Now, what is the block or the challenge here, Virgo? We have the 5 of Pentacles and the Strength card. So the 5 of Pentacles is definitely talking about that feeling of is some sort of challenge, again, I would say, regarding finances, which I kind of saw with that first deck at the bottom of the deck I was talking about. So it could be some sort of issue with money as well. And I see that you're very focused on your pentacles from what I can see. So that in terms of a challenge, yes, that could be an issue, that maybe someone's feeling some sort of lack in terms of not having enough to provide for a family. But otherwise, the 5 of Pentacles is kind of feeling left out and uncared for. There may be a lack of reliability, I want to say as well, that you may feel like someone isn't taking care, someone feels like the other person isn't taking care of them, or there's some issue with like supporting the family unit is what I'm getting as well. Maybe that's why someone needs to really level up and become that kind of emperor, become the, a real strong head of the household, or, that in a traditional sense, to be able to provide for their family as well. With the Strength card, it's card of Leo, a strong Leo energy throughout this, I have to say. But the Strength card it can talk about really holding back in terms of a challenge. It can also talk about pride. Someone's pride might be getting in the way. It's a lack of courage also, and in terms of a challenge, it's needing to find some sort of inner strength to deal with the situation, but kind of maybe even being a bit of a coward in how someone is dealing with something. Again, by maybe just ignoring someone or leaving someone to need or want their support, kind of, and not being strong enough to actually support them. That's a very strong message, heavy message that's coming through for you, Virgo. So what are the intentions of this person towards you at this time? We have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So the Six of Wands is certainly talking about some sort of victory, some sort of success. And the Ace of Swords is, again, it's like this epiphany moment. It's truth, it's clarity. Now, the Ace of Swords is also finding some sort of solution to a problem. So I feel like their intention is to maybe have some sort of conversation with you that is honest, but also helps to solve some issues that are going on. But I'm also getting a sense of they are wanting to be victorious. And it's just a kind of intention, it's a little bit of a selfish intention I'm getting at the moment. But their intention is to tell you something. Let me get another layer before I say too much more. So, what is it about their current situation that you need to know? We have the Lovers and the High Priestess. So, the High Priestess talks about things that are being kept hidden, that could be, secret and are not being spoken about. And the Lovers is definitely, obviously, love connection, romance, but it also talks about needing to make a choice. It can be a choice between lovers. So it's really hard to tell you this, Virgo, but for some of you, what I'm seeing is that their current situation is that they do have a choice to make between romantic options, prospects, and that they're not telling you about. This could be why what they want to happen in this connection is to actually walk away, and that's why they are still going back and forth about whether to invest. And whilst you're like, yes, we're doing this, I'm going to keep investing, because they may have another option and their intention may be to tell you the truth about it. But let me see. And I just feel like the challenges that this person is lacking is kind of being a little bit cowardly in how they're dealing with this. So let me see. The action they're going to take towards you next. We have the Temperance card of Sagittarius, and the King of Wands. So, the King of Wands is definitely taking action and going after what they want. It is also, it's very in charge and action-orientated energy. We are just coming into Aries season as well. Again, this is more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Sagittarius here as well. So lots of fire energy. The Temperance card is definitely, I would say, it's positive. It is combined with this King of Wands. I'm seeing kind of taking responsibility, but maybe reaching some sort of emotional balance. Temperance in general speaks about coming to peace with something. I was going to say coming to terms with something, but achieving some sort of inner peace, balancing their emotions, I'm getting very strongly, and then taking action as a result. So let's see. Your advice, we have the Two of Wands and the Temperance card again. So the Two of Wands is this decision. And I feel like it's the advice here is that this person needs to make a decision, clearly a choice about which direction to go in. But this is going to come in time once they have maybe potentially balanced themselves. I mean, look, it could also be that what they want in that right now is to take this break, to walk away, to kind of, unfortunately, to kind of leave you out in the cold, which is the issue. But they're very focused on themselves right now. Again, with that intention of the Six of Wands, I'm getting quite a selfish energy. So I'm not ragging on your person, I'm just saying. So in terms of your advice, it's kind of like they're going to make this decision when they are, when their emotions are balanced and they're able to make this decision, maybe after they've taken some time away from the connection. But in the meantime, just focus on also your own emotional balance. Keep yourself in the flow, like go with the flow. There's no need to force anything. And obviously the Temperance card speaks about patience. So I have to say, like this, it could also be that if you have a decision to make, Virgo, then, you also, the advice will be to make sure you're really finding your inner peace and your sense of calm before making that decision, like rather than making a decision out of just purely passion, which I think in general the Virgos that I know are very conscientious and careful about the decisions that they make, so I'm sure that won't be a problem for you. Now, what's going to be happening between you in the month of March? We've got the Seven of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, the Seven of Wands definitely talks about wanting to defend your ground, like fight for something, fight off any other competitors. But it is also a very defensive energy. It's really keeping someone at arm's length and like emotionally and like really guarded, absolutely. And the Five of Pentacles again, so as much as that the Five of Pentacles is the challenge, I'm sorry to see it here again, Virgo, and what's going to be happening for you this month with this particular connection. This person who is fighting you off and kind of emotionally detached at the moment, there's still going to be this feeling of being left out in the cold. But this is just for March, so obviously anything could change as we go forward. So let's get your third layer. I'll go through everything one more time. So for my Virgos, please, let me clarify one more time with the top 12 cards. For Virgo in love, please clarify what is already laid out by Virgos in love in March 2021. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. There's the Hermit card. Interesting. Ah, okay. Hanged man again, a hanged woman here. Interesting. Nine of Wands again. Yeah, you've got to be careful with this person, Virgo. I'm sorry to say it. Okay, interesting. So at the bottom of the deck now we have the Devil again. So Capricorn energy, but this is just talking about someone is really... someone could have a real horrible temper, I have to say, to be honest. So really lash out with their words when they do get angry or upset. So just be careful with that, because verbal abuse is nothing to laugh about, Virgo. So I just get this. I really don't like this Devil card. I mean, some Devil cards are better than others, in my opinion. And this one, it really just gives me this feeling of someone who has a bit of a nasty side, can be quite mean, and here this is a lot of like still being very stuck in a kind of toxic situation as well. So let's see what's going on. We've got the Eight of Wands here. So this was much more positive. The Eight of Wands is communication, going back and forth, trying to be very flexible and adapt. I am kind of getting a sense for some of you that you are really trying very hard to kind of reach this person and work through whatever it is with them, like wanting to, you're willing to compromise with the communication, like going back and forth. So let's see what's going on. And there you are again, third deck, Queen of Pentacles. So this is you again, Virgo. It's very compassionate. And I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is incredible. She is, oh, sorry, I've just got to touch my phone because otherwise it will stop recording. Are we okay? I think we're okay. Okay, sorry about that. So the Queen of Pentacles, as I was saying, is she's incredible. She's very, I mean, there's strong Capricorn energy as well here, I have to say, but she's very loving, nurturing, and is very special. So there's this energy here of a really special kind of commitment and wanting to communicate, wanting to still nurture the connection and put a lot of hard work in and really be very adaptive with communication, but there is still kind of this energy of being, I feel like being put down or feeling, what is the word? Like criticized a lot. I'm just getting this really negative vibe here. Obviously is the devil, but yeah. So let's see. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands again, just as we had at the bottom of the second deck. So Aries, Leo, Sag, as I said, a very attractive, very confident, very sexy woman. We have the King of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Now, I'm just going to get the third card straight away so I can see what's going on. And then we've got the Death card. So that is you again. Sorry, not you, Virgo. I just did Scorpio. So that is Scorpio energy. But what I meant was because we had the Death card at the beginning, didn't we? So that was Scorpio. If I called you Scorpio at the beginning, Virgo, I'm really sorry. But anyway, I hope I didn't. Virgo. So what we've got here is a big change, big transformation. Now, I am kind of seeing that for many of you, you may be meeting someone new who's really going to be seeing you as this Queen of Wands. You know, I was saying at the beginning, I felt like it could be someone new that's coming in this kind of Emperor energy who's seeing you for your worth. And there is going to be this huge transformation and change because they are actually, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Obviously, this is strong Scorpio energy here, but big change, big transformation because they're really noticing how incredibly special you are. I kind of feel like there's this new person coming in where you've been, and that is this new Ace of Cups, full like new journey, but you're still trying to make it work with someone who is potentially more of like a toxic energy who is really causing you a lot of heartache. So how you feel about this person, let's get back to it. I feel like this, again, I'm going to go with it, this is the old person because, or the person you already know, because it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. This is obviously very painful, but this particular Ten of Swords, like what I was saying, the swords are in her chest, she's been stabbed 10 times, but she's looking away, she's trying to avoid, acknowledging that. And this is talking about when this person hasn't been protected by her partner, she's been kind of let down, she's been hurt, maybe even by their words, by their criticisms, by their whatever, by their betrayal, that she's trying desperately not to actually acknowledge it. And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's kind of like you must really love this person, Virgo, or really feel like they are your happiness, regardless of the red flags. And you're really trying to avoid acknowledging the pain that they've caused you. It's no criticism, I've been there as well, so I'm not harshly judging you at all, I'm just kind of reading what's here. So how they feel about you is clarified by the Hermit, so that's Virgo energy. So this is someone who's feeling, again, like they still have more deciding to do. And as I was saying, what they want to happen in the connection, the Eight of Cups going off to become the Hermit, I really feel like how they feel about you is that they don't know if they want to have some sort of new beginning with you or if they want to have a new beginning elsewhere, and they still have a lot of deciding to do, and what they want is to spend some time alone right now to make that decision. Now, how they see you is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So it's they may see that you have a new offer coming in elsewhere, potentially. They may also, because I was kind of getting that they see that something has fallen apart between the two of you, and that you're still wounded but still trying to work on it, and maybe still offering them a new beginning. It's kind of like you're like, let's have a fresh start, is what I'm getting. And even though maybe they have done you wrong, for some of you, and they are aware of that, and they can see that that's what you're offering them, but they feel like they still have more deciding to do. So what happened in the past is clarified by the Nine of Cups. So this is kind of what I was talking about. This Nine of Cups is, it's beautiful. It's happiness, contentment. It's also kind of family in this particular Nine of Cups, like even having kids. So potentially maybe in the past there was a conversation about, because I said with the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone that she wants to settle down, live together, have a family, that kind of thing. So maybe there was in the past conversations about starting a family, and it was kind of assessing finances, about whether that was something that could be possible, or even like whether someone was considering whether to invest further and take things to the next level. So the current mutual energy is clarified by the hanged man. So things are definitely still in limbo. So maybe for some of you, Virgo, this is you focused on your work because you don't know what this person's decision is going to be. It's kind of, they've left you in, it's on pause, kind of waiting. Also, this is doing a lot of spiritual work as well, like on yourself. So maybe, I don't really get a sense that, I feel like this is what this person is doing. They are wanting to, take some time to think, to pause things. Definitely they are, not wanting to make any decision right now. And you are very much trying to put the hard work in to this commitment connection. Now, what they are wishing would happen in the connection is clarified by the Strength card of Leo. So interestingly is here in the challenge and the block as well. So what they want to happen is to be very strong, to be courageous, in maybe, God, this is going to sound so harsh. Please don't hate me. But what I'm seeing here is that for some of you, this person wants to gather the strength to actually decide to walk away from this. I feel like some of you might be dealing with someone with narcissistic tendencies. I'm getting this element of ego and it being about them, even though there has been a lot of pain that they've caused you. I'm kind of getting the sense that even it's that you have been done wrong and you're still trying to work on it, that they are the ones who that it's still all about them. So I'm getting, look, obviously the other thing is for others of you, obviously, as I said, flip the roles is what I'm describing. So perhaps for some of you out there, you feel like you've actually done this person wrong, and that the tower moment was of your doing for some of you, and you're wanting to offer them a new beginning, and maybe that's why they what they want right now is to walk away from this and to be strong enough to walk away from it. But I'm not getting that for most of you, but I just have to say it. So the challenge, the block in the connection is clarified by the Five of Swords. So, there it is again, in terms of wanting maybe a new beginning, a renewal in love with this person, the Five of Swords right behind there, and that is the block. So there's no communication, silent treatment, being left out in the cold, and someone being, a little bit all about their ego, a little bit cowardly as well, I would say, in how they're dealing with this. Now, the intentions of this person is clarified by the Five of Cups. So this is talking about disappointment and regret. Now, so it's almost like their intention is to maybe find some sort of solution to the disappointments that have already happened. And it's certainly very reflective energy with this Five of Cups to consider what's gone wrong, what's gone right, and as a result find a way through the clouds, how do I put this, through the confusion that they're clearly feeling about what the decision they want to make, is to find the answer, and after a time of reflection I'm just getting a sense that it's all about them, though, with that Six of Wands energy. Just gonna let you know. So what is that you need to know about their current situation is clarified by the Nine of Wands again. So it's definitely, you know, having a wall up and some sort, I feel like they're hiding something. And this is going to be a really long one as well. It's a really long video, so sorry, Virgo, but let me get a little bit more. What does Virgo need to know about this person's current situation? Can you clarify, please, for Virgo? What do they need to know? Tell me more. What do they need to know about this person's current situation? Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? Okay. Oh. Interesting. I mean, I've got the Ten of Pentacles that came out, but it did come out in reverse. That's the only thing. I mean, look, the thing is, the current situation, this person with the King of Cups certainly has a lot of love. We already saw the King of Cups at the bottom of this deck with that Queen of Wands. So someone with a lot of love and affection, but certainly not expressing it with the High Priestess. And the Lovers can talk about love and romance. It doesn't have to be talking about a third party. It's just that with this, again, with this Nine of Cups, this is someone who has a lot of feelings, but is keeping it very much to themselves. Also, a little bit of a selfish energy with the Nine of Cups, I have to say. But they definitely have feelings, but they are putting up a wall and keeping everything very secret. Anything else, please? What does Virgo need to know about this person's current situation? Ten of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Okay. There's some sort of ending that's keeping them stuck. Something... So maybe, look, if you guys had some sort of tower moment and things have come to an end and you're like, let's continue working on it, let's start again. It's almost like they are stuck on the fact that it ended at all. I hope that makes sense for someone out there. And again, with this Ten of Pentacles that did come out in reverse, it's kind of like there was a solid commitment that had involved a lot of investment, maybe even I want to say for some of you, this person may have gone through some sort of a divorce, that they lost a lot of money, or they got kind of, not screwed over, but taken to the cleaners in maybe the court case or something. And that ending has made them very miserly, you know, that Four of Pentacles kind of energy, and very unwilling to maybe commit to some sort of something new where they would have to put in their investment into it again. Anything else? So I'm not really getting it. I have to say, I'm not getting a third party energy here. It could just be that their current situation is actually having a lot of feelings, but keeping them secret and keeping a wall up about it. Anything else that Virgo needs to know about this person's current situation? What was that? Knight of Wands. Yeah. See, and the Devil again at the bottom of the deck. So this person has some toxic traits for sure. I kind of feel like, I mean, the Knight of Wands is what we saw at the beginning, and to be honest, this past person I was seeing. Maybe they do have feelings, but they're not expressing it. They are kind of very guarded towards the idea of a solid commitment. Maybe that is because of how something ended in the past, or you know, you'll know. I think that's why I'm getting, to be honest, strongly. But yeah, and not really willing to share their feelings and their emotions. They're very hesitant. This came out as well, the Knight of Pentacles. Very hesitant about coming forward with or accepting some sort of offer of something stable and new beginning because of what happened in the past. And they are very guarded and secretive about the fact that there are still emotions there. Now, the action they're going to take towards you next is clarified by the Seven of Swords. And this, obviously, I have to say, like, this is why I said be careful about this person, because the Seven of Swords is deceptive and dishonest and kind of sneaking around to also get things their way. and I am going to get you some clarification on this. It's going to be like the longest video ever, but can you clarify the action this person's going to take towards my lovely Virgos next, please? Anything else? Thank you. Six of Swords. Okay, now look, the Temperance card is talking about reconciliation as well. It is talking about bringing peace to the connection, you know, moving, and the Six of Swords to me is moving on to peaceful waters. But I just don't like the fact that the Seven of Swords here, it's kind of like they are going to, maybe even like their intention is to come in and say the right things, but it's to have some sort of win for themselves. And let me see, what else can you tell me? Interestingly, the Five of Cups again, just like in their intention, that's the action they're going to take towards you next. So definitely want to move past that sense of disappointment and regret. But what is going on? What's the Seven of Swords about, please? And the action they're going to take towards Virgo next. What is the Seven of Swords? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. I knew we were going to see the moon. Oh, I knew we were going to see the moon. So the action they're going to take towards you next is definitely coming back in, taking action to kind of make things right with you, to move things. The Wheel of Fortune I kind of get is to move things in a positive direction for themselves, to kind of, what is the phrase? For things to go in their favour. They're going to take some sort of action, and again it's that Six of Wands energy of, you know, them having a victory to get things to move in their favour. Now, what I said, what is the Seven of Swords about? The moon. There is still something being kept hidden. That was the Emperor that flipped inside the deck. What is the moon, please? What is it that they're keeping hidden from my Virgos? What is it? Why the moon? Thank you. Okay. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles just came out again together. And the Tower. What's going on? Justice. Jesus Christ. Sorry, pardon my language. I didn't mean to be blasphemous to anyone out there, but this is what the moon is. They're coming back in to get things to go in their favour. But the Seven of Swords is, there's an element of being sneaky, being dishonest. And the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower and the Justice card. Guys, I had to be really honest here, but be very careful. If you're dealing with someone who you are actually married to, for some of you, just be careful that they're not coming back in because they don't want to, and saying, you know, let's not get divorced, or God knows, like, let's make things right, let's make things work, because they're worried about not having, being stable financially without you, or losing money by there being some sort of fallout by going through the courts with that Justice card. I am just seeing that there's definitely some element of wanting to hold on to money. And if this person actually had the courage and strength to deal with this, maybe they would actually say that they want to walk away from this. But the challenge is that they feel like they won't be able to support themselves without you. It's a really, really specific message. And I hope it doesn't offend anyone by me saying that, because obviously that is some serious business, anyone, if you're going through a divorce or anything like that, or a separation in a marriage. But it's almost, I just get in the sense that you're really wanting to work on this, and this person is kind of cowardly and is all about themselves. And if they are coming back in, it's almost is to get what they want. But I feel like money is a factor, basically. So your advice is clarified by the Nine of Swords. So I feel like you do have a decision as well, Virgo, absolutely. It's not just about this person. It's absolutely not just about whether they want to continue investing in this or not. The decision is also yours about whether you want to have this reconciliation with them, if you are in some sort of separation. And the Nine of Swords is definitely talking about that kind of mental torment, worry, anxiety, being kept up at night trying to make this decision. So for you, I would say the advice is definitely make sure when you do make a decision, it's coming from a very balanced place. Make sure you're looking after yourself, Virgo. I would say this is definitely needing to, find that inner peace before you make a decision. Don't make the decision out of fear or of what life will be like without them, or that kind of sense of not seeing what lies ahead. I just got with this Two of Wands, like not seeing the road ahead if it's not with this person. Definitely take some time to consider. Try and move, because with this Nine of Swords is also like a kind of anxiety and can be decisions based on fear of not being enough if you don't get back together with this person or that kind of thing. You certainly will be able to adapt and succeed. So it's definitely needing to be very careful and take your time before making some sort of decision. Now, what's going to be happening this month, Virgo, finally is clarified by the Lovers card. So that is card Gemini. I feel like it's all about this connection in love for you. It's certainly about choice with the Lovers of whether to, it's not just about between different people, it's also, whether to be in a connection or not. It is a choice. But there is a lot of love and romance here. So I feel like there is going to be, it's all about love for you with this person this month, Virgo, of course, within a love reading, but it's also like fighting for this love whilst also feeling a sense of lack and feeling left out in the cold. So very difficult. That was a really tough reading, and I'm sorry it's like so flipping long, but I just wanted to go in detail for you because I feel like for whoever that was for, is a very difficult situation. So yeah, not surface level stuff at all. Anyway, I really hope that it resonated for someone, that you found it useful in some way, or enjoyable at least. And thank you so much if you're still watching at this point. You have my sincere gratitude and admiration for sticking with me this long. So I just wish you all my very best, Virgo. Don't forget to leave me a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely wonderful. I wish you all my very best, and take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, Virgo. Bye.